What's up everybody, Zero Ice here, Call of Duty Black Ops, the veteran walkthrough guide. This is for the third/fourth mission, however you want to pick it. This is the executive orders, right after the Pentagon cutscene. I cut out like the first 5 minutes of this level because it's a whole lot of walking. You walk and you walk and you walk, but this is right after you're trying to break into the comms tower. I usually time it to run in right as Woods opens the door. I bust in, run around the little communication recorder, and knife that dude while Woods takes out the third guy. If Woods doesn't kill a guy, just remember there are 3 guys on the bottom, 4 guys on the middle floor, and 4 guys on the top floor. Now, in my case, one of the guys from the top floor comes down onto this middle floor, and I have 5 guys. So just pay attention to how many that you kill. If you only kill 4 here, obviously you've got 4 up top, and makes it pretty simple. There's a lot of stuff for people to hide behind, for enemies to hide, so just watch out. They love to hide behind those back 2 corners. As you can see, there's one still back there that I thought that I killed, apparently didn't. It's all good though. Just remember that you have an AK, so don't really worry about ammo too much. You're probably going to pick it up a lot. I like to do this. I like to cook a grenade for about a second or 2 and then throw it up there. If anything, it gives you a little distraction and some cover. But if you get lucky, you'll bounce it off and you actually get a kill. I have found out that if you're shooting a guy off in the back corner, like I am right here, one of the guys, sometimes even 2, will actually charge the stairs. You can see that third guy right there actually almost killed me. So kind of peek your head out and take a couple shots and back down. If you want to reload every time you come back, you can, but just be mindful that you may have a guy run right up on you. There are 3 guys on the roof. The first guy, they want you to actually push off the rail. This second guy in this back corner doesn't really move, but the guy that's in that corner I just aimed at, he likes to run around. Sometimes you can catch him right there. I probably could have, but I didn't. A lot of times, actually, he runs a lot faster, so when you come back around the corner to try and cut him off, he'll already be standing right there. A lot of times you just get a knife kill. A lot of times he gets a knife kill, so be mindful of that. This part kind of goes a little slow for a second because there's an achievement to kill 30 people with the explosive crossbow in the campaign, so I was kind of going for that, actually trying to hit people, but it was taking a little too long to sit in there and aim and actually dial in on people, so I just said fuck it, I'll get it again on a recruit level playthrough. Although I did pop that guy right in the shoulder, that was kind of cool. You see the 3 vehicles, just go ahead and shoot those. You'll take out a lot of enemies. There's also a guy in the back that I think I'm going to aim at in a second. Oh, this arrow. I shot that arrow into the ground because a lot of times there's a guy that hides on that wall that you can't see and the 2 AI won't shoot at. So I usually try and do that to kill him with the explosion. And you saw the guy in the back there sitting in front of gasoline barrels. That's kind of stupid. But when you get the little marker that doesn't say, that actually has a meter indicator, that's a zip line to shoot in there, and you get a submachine gun. Don't worry about shooting this front guy. You're going to take him out. Just pop the 2 back guys and save Weaver with his bloody eye. And I take out my SMG and swap it out for an AK. Now when I get to this part, right as I hit this little slotted yellow line, I run and I dive behind this pipe. When you get to that line, that's usually the marker to where all these guys can actually start hitting you with bullets, and they waste no time to start shooting at you at all. This part is kind of ballsy. It just sucks. Like I said before, there's an infinite supply of people, so if you don't move forward, you're never going to progress, and if you haven't noticed, you only have 5 minutes to get to the end of this little section of the level and take out the rocket. After you've shot them for about a good 30 seconds or so and taken out a few of them, at least on this walkway and right around the little edge, Woods will come up and stand up here on the top. Usually when I see that he has done that, I try and take out all the people on the railing, and while I'm waiting while the computer is trying to like resupply that area, I go ahead and run up the ladder. Probably should have waited here until Woods took out that back guy, but I didn't. So you can either wait and wait for him to do that, or just run up and shoot that guy on the run if you want. That's what I did a couple of times, but I decided not to do it for this recording. I died in this level a lot, like a lot. Like a lot. The end of this level is not fun. This game is a lot of fun. I really like the story of it. I like the cutscenes and kind of how they interact them all, and it's just a really immersive story if you pay attention to it and watch everything. But on Veteran, man, this is no joke. A a true to heart Call of Duty game of let's just see how many people we can spawn just to fucking kill you. It sucks. The only thing that this game is missing from like Call of Duty 2 and 3 is that they just magically spawn people behind you. That would be the epitome of the Call of Duty game. You see with the crossbow here, I'm using it because there's a lot of guys in that corner and I'm just trying to get the explosion to kill them. But every time it goes off, they hide behind shit, so I'm not killing anybody. And I don't know why I did that and then threw a grenade, knowing that they were going to do the same thing. They just hide behind shit. Unfortunately, your teammates don't do a very good job of being meat shields for you and killing people, so you just gotta kind of peek your head out. One of the ways I kind of found out works as well is if you lay down and just inch your way out so you can barely see somebody's head and start taking them out strategically that way. That helps. As you can see, there's about 6 guys in this corner. There's 2 or 3 in this little walkway. More of them are on the left. Sometimes there's a guy hiding behind that barrel that's right there in front of me on the left, so be mindful of that. This next little area, there's a guy up here, as well as a guy on the right. You can't see right around the corner, right there. He'll kill you a lot of times if you're not paying attention. The guy that ran at me, I didn't mention him because they just send, like I said, endless supply of guys that are always running at you one at a time about every 10 seconds. So just strategically move up. Just pay attention on the left up here along some of the barrels and containers. There's 2 guys right there that have killed me more than once. And explain to me where these people are coming from. This is a walled-off-in area with railings all around it and no entrance to this building. Where are those enemies coming from? No idea. Make sure you run away when you detonate the C4. If not, it will kill you. Trust me. Back there where I shoot, if you've watched the Rooster Teeth videos, you know that there's an intel back there. I was going to switch out my crossbow because you get Valkyrie rockets right here, but it doesn't actually use one of your weapon slots. So it doesn't really matter which one you switch out for. But get rockets, make sure you fire it off very quickly. If not, you will miss the rocket. It will go out of range, and you will have to restart all the way back there where we first started this little timer sequence. Also, don't get hit by falling debris, and the fire does hurt on veteran mode. Pay attention to that. That is useful in the next level when you have to go to Vietnam. Switch out for your shotgun and quickly run down here. You should be able to kill all of these guys before they get into their hiding positions. And that makes this very useful. There are 4 guys that run down here, sometimes 5. If there's only 4, then there's going to be 2 guys in this little hallway that are standing right there waiting to run in as the second wave, if you will. But if you run down here fast enough, you should be able to kill everybody very easily. This is the part of the level I was talking about that sucks ass. This is a room full of people that have a lot of shit to hide behind, and the game forces you to funnel into this one hallway. There's an empty elevator shaft that there's 2 people standing in. When you kill them, a lot of times another person in the ranks will come and fill their spot. Again, infinite spawns are fail. When you've got to clear a room, if you want to throw a grenade, sometimes I throw a grenade in there again to create distraction, and then I book it behind either this container on the right or these barrels. There's the grenade. A lot of times they won't come to the right because hopefully that's the direction you're probably shooting at, and they'll spawn to the left. Enemies in this spot love to throw grenades, and it sucks because there's nowhere for you to run if one lands right on top of you. If you run, you die to bullets. If you stay, you die to the grenade. So what do? Kinda sucks. My suggestion is to kill them before they have time to throw grenades. Once this area looks remotely clear, when you can't visibly see anybody or see anybody firing at you, go ahead and move up at your own risk. I'm not promising anything that anybody won't be there. In fact, I think somebody is there. I end up having to do kind of a quick knife just out of instinct. And if you wait too long in any area in this little section forward, if you wait too long in one area, guys will actually just run up on you and try and knife you and kill you. So you do have to stay progressively moving forward and not linger behind. This next little hallway, there are 3 guys. There's one behind this barrel on the left. There's one guy that runs up, and there's one guy that kind of plays peekaboo between a couple of different objects in the back. Also, if you wait long enough, he'll actually run forward. This time he actually stutter-stepped and didn't come out right away, and I had to wait and kill him. But a lot of times he is right there behind these 2 guys, and he'll peek out from behind the little barricade right there and kill you. Before you move out to this little area, move out to the shotgun. Run, actually click on the left stick and run, and right when you get to the doorway, turn to the right, and you should be able to kill the front guy before he has time to turn over that little table on the left. That's useful because then you can shoot under it and above it without any real hindrance. I don't know what Woods is doing when he's running there. NPCs never run into a room that's full of enemies. I guess my AI got confused. As you can see, I'm aiming at one spot on the floor right there. That's because with a shotgun you can shoot people and they can't get behind this little data cabinet right here. That's useful because they don't actually look their head out with the data cabinet. They just stick their gun out and fire, and you can't hit them, and they can hit you. Apparently they have 100% blind fire accuracy on Veteran. Here's a grenade, as you can see. Luckily I'm in a spot that I can run away. That doesn't always work. Like 90% of the time it never works out that way, and you usually die. I would say that there's about 6 to 7 enemies in this little area. A lot of times if you wait, where I was waiting with a shotgun pointed at the floor, they'll funnel into that spot and you can kill almost all of them. The 2 that are in the back, where this guy is that I'm shooting, they usually don't run forward, so expect 2 guys back there. A well-placed grenade takes them out very easily. I think I have 2... No, cut out. I had 2 fail grenades there, and the last time I tried this, and it was pretty bad. Throw a grenade right there because the NPCs, your teammates, won't move forward because a lot of times there's a guy hiding on the right side of the doorway, right there in the doorway where that guy was running, and they won't move forward because he's too close to them, I guess. Whatever. Sometimes the game is just weird like that. This is the spot that you're probably going to die on if you haven't already. It's a funneled one hallway all the way to the end. No real way to deviate from going straight down this hallway. There's a little section of a communications room that you can go in, but don't worry, when you go in there, they still infinitely spawn right around the corner and charge you left and right, left and right. And actually, if you go in that room, they can come at you from both ways, so that's fun. But when you see nobody shooting at you kind of for a second, go ahead and fire off, maybe throw some grenades, and go ahead and get behind these crates. And you should get a second after the next wave spawns if you kill them all, and you should be able to move into that little nook over there on the left. You're going to see me run to in a second. Just be mindful that when you do that, you're now in let's charge up and go melee him range of the enemies. So they will run up on you if you don't shoot them fast enough, and they will try and kill you. Here's a little communications room I was talking about here on the right. I suggest going in there because it's kind of easier to kind of work your way around, and the area that you have to go to is actually on the left, way up there by where I just threw that grenade. It's easier if you can kind of go into the comms room, kill a bunch of people, and then straight shot across the room. A lot of times there's 1 to 2 guys still in that little locker room, so when you go in there, be careful. I actually run in there and almost get knifed because I didn't see the guy standing right next to the door. Again, be mindful of grenades. They suck. I believe in single player, it seems at least in single player, that they have a lot larger blast radius than multiplayer does, because I've died to some grenades that I don't even see on my HUD as an indicator, and I still die. Also, pro tip, dive as your friend. Is your friend, your friend, your friend. Can't tell you how many scenarios I've gotten out of dying by diving. As you can see, it seems like they're actually spawning in between this little pit that's up there on your left while in the comms room, because there's just like 4 enemies that come out of there and I have no clue where they come from. But the area that you need to go to is right across the hallway from this door. But this is right in that little construction area place. That's where the enemies are actually spawning. So just try and kill everybody, maybe wait for a spawn and kill everybody again, and that way you have like a 3 or 4 second window between the spawns, and just fucking book it. Go across the hallway, just be prepared to knife somebody or quickly shoot somebody. In fact, if you just saw that guy on the right, I almost missed him. And go and take him out. You're almost done with the level, just one more hallway of death to deal with. A lot of times when you run through the hallway though, you'll get another spawn in that little construction area that the NPCs won't shoot at, and like this, guys will come behind you and they will kill you right as you're going to the ender's door. In fact, as you're running to the door that starts the last cutscene of this level, you'll get shot in the back. And let me tell you how frustrating that shit is. But essentially it's just this level. When you see the scientists come out, one guy's going to jump out of a window. Sometimes a guy comes out of this little crack that I just looked at, as well as this little crack that I'm standing in right now. This is the danger zone. Usually 3 to 4 guys will charge you when you get to this little area, and you have to be ready to shoot them and or knife them. But once you do that, congratulations, you are done with the level.